Good morning. Welcome to Wisdom for Your Week. I'm April Williams, and today is Friday with Friends. Thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to have Zachary McCrorey coming on, and I hope he's going to be able to join us soon. He is coming to us live from New York City today, so I'm very excited about Zachary coming on. And Zachary studied theater with an emphasis on design from Winthrop University. He's the technical operations supervisor at Live Entertainment at Carowinds. That's part of his former background. He also was the former production stage manager for the Shadowland Australian tour. And he is the lead Nation Church. So I'm very excited to have Zachary on with me today. I've known Zachary for a long time. We go way back. His parents and I went to church together, and they are a most excellent family. So I'm so excited to have Zachary on today. Welcome, Zachary.
What's up? How are you?
All right, we go way back.
I'm doing well.
Thank you for joining me.
What was that? I'm sorry.
We go way back, don't we?
Oh, yeah, of course.
All right, so we want to talk about how you are living your dream. First, I gave them a little bit of background, but I want you to tell us what you're doing now. What are you currently doing now?
Yeah, so a little bit of everything. So right now, I'm the lead supervisor or lead producer for Transformation Church in Indian Land. It's awesome. I've come up on my 2-year anniversary there this past October. So I assist with the stage design, lighting design, work with the awesome servant leaders on the production team. But right now, I came from the dance world, and so TC allows me some time off to go back and tour with them, travel with them as their production stage manager for their international tour. And that only happens maybe once or twice a year, and it's only for a week at a time. So TC is my full-time job, but I am blessed with the opportunity to travel a little bit. So yeah, so right now I'm in New
you
York.
just got back from Saudi Arabia, right?
I just got back from Saudi Arabia. I was there for 2 weeks. It was hot, but it was an awesome experience.
That is amazing. So thank you so much for coming on today. But I asked Zachary
Yeah.
to come because Zachary is living the dream, man. So I wanted you to come on and tell people how did you get to that point? First of all, when did you know that's what you wanted to do, and how did you get there?
Okay. Got it. So I knew I wanted to travel or see the world very young. And I also knew I love production and concerts or shows, wherever the case may be, very young as well. I attended a small private school where, of course, we would put on the Christmas plays and, like the spring concerts, whatever the case may be. And I hated being on stage, but I loved being behind the scenes. I love running the audio board. So I kind of knew before college, that's the direction I wanted to take. So I attended Winthrop University. I received my bachelor degree in theater tech. So that placed me along on the right path of what I wanted to do. I still didn't really know how to enter this industry. So coming from a small town, I didn't really have the connections, the network to, or just the information, the bandwidth to know how to enter this industry. So after college, I worked in a call center, which was cool. But I had to use my degree. I wanted to pursue my interest, right? And so I found this really random post online for this dance company in Connecticut called Palobolis. The pay was crap, but they provided housing, and it was for a year. And I was like, okay, I know I got these student loans starting to hit very soon. I gotta keep a job, but I felt I don't know what it was. It must have been the Holy Spirit telling me, just shoot your shot. And so I applied, not knowing anything about this company. Who knew this was like a world-renowned company? I had no idea. I applied, and then 2 to 3 weeks later, with the help of my parents, who
Your
have been
parents are
incredibly
great.
supportive the whole time, Yeah, my parents are pretty awesome. They were able to help me out and send me up to Connecticut. Like so, 3.5 weeks after I submitted my application, I was living in New Milford, Connecticut for a year, and that opened the door for me to be able to travel. I learned tons under great mentors at the dance company under their production department. And as an intern, I hit like 3 to 4 different countries. And then after that, they hired me as their assistant stage manager. And I was touring the world nonstop for about a year and a half, 2 years. And I think I have about 16 countries under my belt. So because of that
Yeah.
random post that I found, and because I just pushed forward and shot my shot and just trusted in the Lord to know that I was going to be taken care of.
Yeah, a
It
lot of
worked
times
out.
taking that
So,
first risk, and even
yeah,
if it seems like a small step, like an internship or coming under a mentor, that's
yeah,
the important first step sometimes, to just be willing to do that and do it in increments. And you really have to study, like whatever
exactly.
field you want to be in, you
Yeah,
have to do your homework, because sometimes you don't have the opportunities. Like if you're from a
yeah,
small town or you don't know a lot of people, you have to start,
yep.
even if it's start working somewhere, but on the side, researching what, like in that call center, you were like,
Yeah,
call
yeah,
me,
yeah,
somebody call me. So
yeah.
what are your, so I'm going to
Yes,
ask you to
yeah.
comment on and tell your 3 bullet points for your advice to people as to how they can start to live their dreams.
Yeah. So mine was the first one was, of course, never give up. You know
Hmm.
internally what you want in life. Or at least I knew, and I knew what I wanted to push for, and so I didn't give up. And I think that also it helped from my friends knowing what I wanted to do. But when my family, I was telling them like what I wanted to do, and they pushed. My mom pushed me to get my passport. Um, my dad pushed me to save
That
money
sounds like your
constantly,
dad.
so that way, once I
That sounds like
uh,
Bernie. Say that money.
so once the yeah, save that money. So when the opportunity did arise, I could jump on it. And so I never gave up. I never gave up on the search for internships, apprenticeships. I worked at Carowinds to just gain experience on their production team. So um, I assisted with the Shield and Rock Hill with their production. So I was just looking for random experiences and opportunities to learn and grow. So I never gave up on that, which turned out to be great. The second one was to just rest in knowing what is for you is for you. The timing may not always be right. You may see these great openings. You may see other people doing even better than you. I always see my friends still traveling, still touring the world, and I'm like, you just have to rest in where you're placed in life. Um, so I'm still working on that a little bit, but I'm finding my peace. So because the Lord
Yeah.
still gives me opportunities, and so rest in that.
Your third
And
one?
what was my
The
third
third
one?
one was
I
be
know I sent it to
creative on
you.
how to achieve your goals.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So, like I said, I worked at Carowinds, and I started in the guest services department, and then I moved over to the production team. I worked for the Beckler Museum as their event assistant. I worked for Todd Murphy in Charlotte as his event assistant. So I was real creative on ways to build my network um, and to just get the experience and the knowledge to attain to really achieve where I wanted to be in life, which is I'm happy. I'm happy right now. So I was real creative and just trying to figure out. I
All
didn't
right.
stay in one place. Is what I was trying to say. I didn't stay in one position. I was creative and just
All right. So
gaining all the
Zachary's
knowledge that I could.
essentials for living your dream is number one, never give up. Number two, just rest. Never give up. Number two,
Never give
rest
up.
in your goals and knowing what is for you. And number three,
Yeah.
be creative as how to achieve your
Yep.
goals. Thank you so much, Zachary, for joining us today. You are an inspiration to so many.
Yeah.
And I love you.
Oh,
I love you and your family. I love you
oh,
and your
thank you
family
so much
so
for having
much.
me. Oh, I love you too. Thank you. It was
All right,
awesome.
thank you
I
for
enjoyed
joining
myself.
me. And hey, like and share. You know, 5 people
All
that
right.
need to hear this message on how to achieve your goals. Also, on LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter, I'm gonna be posting this interview today so more people can see it. This is April Williams, and I had Zachary McCrorey with me today on Wisdom for the Week with Friday with Friends. Thank you so much, Zachary.